Hello gamers, and welcome again to my game of Salt. This is Small Archangel, and as you can see I'm still here, I'm still alive, the game's still very pretty. I have in fact moved on to the full version, which means I've got rather more to play with. It's a bigger world, much bigger in fact. I have no idea how big. In fact, you quite happily just get completely and utterly lost in it, which is what I've done. So I've moved on from the starting islands and I've found some much more interesting ones. Some of them are very interesting. I've got a lot of mobs on them. I fought my way through quite a lot of pirates on one island for very little, just a few pieces of 8. That's about all I got out of that experience. And this island here is actually a really quite good one for resource gathering, which is why I've called it Black Flower Island, because it's got lots of black flowers on it. A lot of other things as well actually, and no mobs, though spiders do seem to spawn at night. So this is my more advanced gameplay guide, just so far as I've figured out myself really. This is my pirate ship. As you can see, I finally got my pirate ship and sailed away into the sunset, quite literally actually. I wouldn't recommend sailing in the dark. It's difficult enough to navigate as it is, but there you go. I have actually managed to craft myself a compass, as you can see here, and the crafting recipe for a compass is fairly straightforward. It's just some hard stone and magnetic stone, and the only problem with that being it's actually quite a rare drop, both of those, particularly the magnetic, so it's quite difficult to find both of those things. But when you've got one, it's probably worth making one of these. It also doesn't auto unequip when you're sailing your boat, which is quite good, so it means that even while you're steering etc you can see which direction you're going in. Haven't quite figured out how to use that yet, so I'm not absolutely convinced that it's going to really help me, but then geography and finding my way around never been my strong suit. That's why this game is such a challenge for me. Okay, so let's see if we can find some decent booty on this island. It's been pretty good for me so far. Lots of these things were plant fibers. As I said in one of my last playthroughs, if you walk through the bamboo you do get bamboo, and actually the bamboo can be gathered, can be crafted into more plant fibers. The things that you'll get through in the game are a lot of wood, hello, just what we're after, stone and flint and plant fibers, all of those things. Oh, and food, so anything that can give you food, just go for it really. Personally I prefer hitting trees as a means of food. Fishing is quite good, particularly nighttime, just because you can't do anything else. There's no point in hitting the trees several times. What am I doing? If it's got fruit, it'll drop on the first hit. You don't need to keep spamming it. It's not a piece of rock, silly me. Okay, so yeah, hitting trees to get fruit from them, fishing, although it seemed to be more fruitful, pun not intended, fishing, dawn, dusk, and particularly moonlit nights I've discovered. Okay, so we're always hitting the same trees for fruit, these guys here, and when it comes to fruit, there's 3 types. There's the green ones, which are the most common, which give you 170 food, and then there's a ripe tree fruit, which is red, and that's 250 food, and you also need one of those if you're going to make a fishing rod. And then there's a very rare one, which is juicy fruit, which is 270 special food, and it increases your run speed. Now they are so rare, I've only ever looted 2 in however many hours, of about 15 hours of gameplay. So there you go. Whether you're likely to pick more of those up along as you get into the game, I have no idea. Whether you're more likely to find them on certain islands, I have no idea. Oh look, there's some black flowers. They could be crafted into, it's the wrong kind of tree, they could be crafted into poison, just as white flowers can be crafted into health potions. I've actually found quite a lot of white flowers on this island as well, and there are deer wandering around as well. I have hunted a few deer, but to be honest, they're not really worth the bother. You can waste a lot of arrows on them. Mushrooms are pretty good too. If you find one, do look around. You'll tend to find 4 of them. 4 is pretty precise, I know, but there we are. There's another black flower. I haven't quite figured out how to poison my weapons yet. I've been a bit scared to try in case I actually drink it and poison myself, which would be really stupid, wouldn't it? There we go. So there's loads of stuff here, and from what I can tell, it respawns as day breaks on, dawn breaks on a new day. All the stuff respawns, so I'm quite tempted to just stay here because the chances of me rediscovering this island virtually 0, in spite of the fact that it's really fab. Actually, it's got lots and lots of stuff on it. As I say, some islands really not a lot there at all. I did find an island that was absolutely beautiful, really very picturesque, had some lovely old mysterious ruins on it, but nothing else. I mean, absolutely nothing lootable whatsoever. So you never know quite what you're going to get. Now this is a rich boulder, which takes a little bit more breaking, but you're more likely to get that rare loot out of it. There we go. Hardstone ore comes from these, and also I think that's where I found my magnetic ore to make my compass with as well. Let's see what this plant is over here. Black flower. Okay, white flowers are the ones I tend to use absolute truckloads of because they make health potions. So there's a boat out there. I am hoping that's not my ship, because if it is, it's a long way out and it's a bit of a long way to swim. They don't seem to drift. But I'm a little bit careful about where I moor my ship now, because there have been times when I've had a heck of a job trying to turn it round. That ship is not technically my own, which means I literally have to try and shove it round in order to get back out of where I'm going. Oh, more mushrooms. Doing really well for the mushrooms here. It's a shame I can't make a soup. Maybe we'll be able to cook in future. Okay, where are the other 4? Here we go, you see. I wasn't wrong. There they are. Alright. Okay, so I'm going to head back to my ship now, because the other thing that I want to do is see if I can find the merchant again. Now, there are merchants. They are rare. They are not perhaps so easy to find. I'm not sure how lucky I was finding mine. And I'm not sure how lucky I'll be trying to find him again. I know roughly what direction he was in. So I'm going to try, but they are pretty good merchants. If you can find one, they will have a random selection of goods on sale. Some of them will be just well beyond what you can possibly afford. After all, you can't make money ever so easily, certainly not having, not found a merchant before. I sold a few things to him and got some money that way, but prior to that, the only money I'd got was the pieces of 8 that I'd nicked off the corpses of pirates I'd killed. So, yeah. Oh, look, another mushroom. Hello, little mushroom. Okay, so I think I've gathered enough crap now. Let's just go. Something I have been making a lot of, actually, is flags. And they're really useful for marking the islands so you know where you've been. One of these days I might just get round to making myself another boat. I have in my boat inventory only one boat, and that's the one I started with, the one I made myself, which is just a little raft, which isn't too great. And I'm just kind of thinking one of these days I am going to lose my pirate vessel. Having worked so hard for it, I'm going to end up losing it, like not knowing where it is, or getting it stuck somewhere irredeemably so I can't get it out. But anyway, I quite like it because it's, it's big. It's the biggest one I've come across so far, and I don't know, I like the fact that it's got a cabin, even though I can't do anything with the cabin. Okay, so we're going to go probably straight into that sandbank, but hey, we're going to have to see what gives. So there we go. Normally they have a pirate chest in there you can loot, but that disappears when you repair the ship. Okay, so we're probably going to go straight into that sandbank because I can't get to the wheel on time. You're damn right I can't get to the wheel on time. That's very frustrating. So all we can do, if this boat was in my inventory and I'd made it myself, I could simply take it out of my inventory and just shove it on the water anywhere I wanted. However, because it's not, this is the only thing I can do, is physically shove it. There we go. Let's try again. Set sail. This is the problem with one man crewing, or one woman in this case. Here we go. Up now. I want my compass because if I'm thinking correctly, we need to be going roughly where I'm going, actually. Roughly southwest. I'm trying to find this merchant. He had quite a cool thing on offer. I'm not sure if... No, it might be that island over there. It was a fairly small island, and it's fairly obvious when you find one. He was in a little hut, little round hut, and it was lit up at night, so that was easyish to spot. But the other thing was that it played a musical sting. I got a musical sting when I found the merchant as well, so that kind of helped too. No, it was somewhere around here as well. But hey, it's not very easy to navigate in this game, as I say. In fact, that is the dude over there. I can see the hut from here. I knew I hadn't gone too far away. Okay, so I'll just demonstrate my fantastic mooring technique. Not. Which mainly consists of getting myself somewhere vaguely near and then jumping down quickly and stopping the sails, which also sets anchor, but not absolutely immediately. This will do. See, it still carries on for a little while. So basically when you're looking for a merchant, that is what you're looking for over there. See, I wouldn't want to swim very far. It takes forever, and I don't know what happens when your stamina runs out. You probably drown. There's a musical sting. And there's Mr. Merchant dude. Isn't he short? What is he, Barry White or something? That's incredible. Okay, so he's got this flared long blade, which I've already bought, which was well worth it. It's got much better block stats and yeah, block and attack stats, but that's the thing I want there, right there, and that's a necklace which increases the healing received from white flower potions, but that's 2,000 gold, and I've only got 374, which is pretty crap. The other stuff I don't need. Rough rubies, well, I sold him some of them. Cloth, keys, pelts, I have all of these things. Question is, do I have anything that I can sell to him? Well, I have a spider fang. That'll, yeah, just I've got the one. Some of these you can sell in stacks. Moonrock ore, I am not sure what on earth I'm supposed to do with that. I might sell him that turtle shell. Again, really not sure what it's for yet. Thorn vine, not sure what that's for either, but it only gets me 3, so that's no point. There's 2 of those I can sell for 80 gold all told, so that's pretty good. Other than that, I haven't got a clue actually. Jellyfish, some of this stuff I should probably be able to craft something out of, but I'm not sure what. Let's sell him these. However many I've got, 5 topaz, there we go, that got me some money as well, but not sadly nearly enough, so if I can find him, I'm going to keep coming back here for these. Oh yeah, I forgot to place my flag on the other island, that was quite stupid, but I have placed one here already, so I did find, while I was raiding ships, I found several of these books. There's more survivor recipes, which I just sold him by accident, which was quite stupid, and then blueprint for another book, which will be quite useful when I've figured out how to build it. Then I perhaps really will have my own pirate ship. This is a very small island. There's a few things on here, but really nothing much that you could sell him. That said, we've got a rich boulder, so we'll have that while we're here. A couple of other things I've noticed. There are boulders that glow at night. The moon rock boulders, as I say, I haven't quite figured out what to do with moon rock itself. I'm pretty sure that you can craft something with it, but I have only found the fairly basic recipes so far, so that's not much help. There's a flag. You can find these flags somewhere in the world too, but they don't look like the player's flag. The player's flag, I've set one here already. Make these out of wood and cloth, as you can see, and the player's flag looks something else. As this one's here, I've seen them elsewhere as well, where there haven't actually been any other flags. There haven't actually been any merchants, so I'm not absolutely sure what they mean, because there was nobody on the island where I found a couple of those at all. This is, I think, a lump of earth. You can get bait for fishing from there, so that's quite good. Yeah, I'm not sure if I've set my player flag here at all, so I'm going to do that, and then you can see the difference between the player flag and the flag that is here and elsewhere in the world. I'm going to set it here so that I've got half a chance of being able to see it when I'm out at sea. Here we go, it's in consumables. The flag I made several. There we go, and we place these like we do campfires. I just left click and there it is, come out of inventory, and there we go. So the player flag looks like a little person. We have a handprint. That maybe means I can pick it up and take it again. Yes, it does. Okay, well, that's kind of useful, maybe, but, you know, I'm putting that there to say I was here. There we go. Now all I have to do is find my ship again, which should be fairly easy because this is a tiny island, but you would be surprised. There, you see, you get that little sting every time you go anywhere near it, so you can't possibly miss the merchant if you find one. And I don't know if they're always on small islands. So, crafting wise, I've got some black flower potions there, which I've made out of black flowers for poisoning stuff, and I've got some health potions here. Bringing up the craft menu, I can craft health potions by finding my white flowers, there we go, and just spamming the craft button. That makes me one with each. I think it takes 2 flowers to make a potion. There we go, so that's a few of those. And then the black flower ones, same thing. I've actually found 22 of them, so that's how many there were on my lovely island, which I may or may not find northwards from here. I think that's the only thing that the compass is really going to do with me, for me. And to poison a weapon, I'm not sure. Should I try this? Well, I'm going to save it first, just in case. I like to save regularly. You never know when you'll do something stupid like drink poison. And then we're just gonna... A poison that can be applied to weapons. Okay, how? Well, double clicking don't do it. Weapon. Do I have to have a weapon equipped? That would be intelligent. Let's equip a weapon. And then see if I can do that. Poison applied. There we go. So that's how you do it. You equip a weapon. This is my favourite one. That's the sword I bought from the merchant. Equip a weapon and then double click on the poison. Couldn't be simpler. And there, what a lovely sunset. So this is probably going to be a perfect time to do some fishing. And I like to fish off the prow of my boat. I've hotkeyed all my items. Must equip bait. Oh, of course I must. Well, I picked up enough of it, so let's try it with worms. Some bait is more effective than others, but I haven't quite got that down yet. And while we're doing that, just hopefully I won't miss any fish while I'm having a bit of a snack there. There we go. And we can fish while the sun goes down. Okay, so check out. I might possibly post some more videos if I figure out anything else about this game, but right now I'm quite enjoying it. And I get a steady 60 FPS and the thing works well. Oh, these little motes, they figured out, I think, that they just indicate wind speed and perhaps wind direction obviously as well. Though whether that has any effect on your boat and your sails, I'm not sure. It doesn't seem to have. Let's see, do I have in my inventory a crab? No, I don't. If you catch a crab, a red crab, that's one of the new fish that came out in the last update, will make you smell a fish, and you will then catch more fish, which is quite cool. I very much doubt I could eat it right now anyway, because I'm in the rare and happy position of having eaten sufficient food. Excellent way to finish the day. Okay guys, hope that you've enjoyed the video, hope it's vaguely useful, and see you later.